What's up, everybody? Welcome to No Control RC. So today we picked up the new Losi 16 scale drag car. So, you know, not a bad price point. So we figured, what the heck? Let's go through it, unbox it, check it out, and we can learn what this thing looks like together. All right. Well, I can tell you right off the bat, it's really sharp looking. Really kind of excited about that. So the bottom of that's got all the paperwork and all that shenanigans in there. So, but really, this thing really looks like a little 1970 Chevelle. Now, I do know this has the, like the big boy, this has the 4-piece body with a front and tail. It's got nice chrome bumpers on it. So as we can see, yeah, the detail on it is really pretty sharp, really phenomenal. It really looks like a little 1970 Chevelle drag car. So let's pop this body off. Oh, yeah, and she's all set up with lights. So as you can see on the inside, it's all front headlights, tail lights are all wired in. Hook those up so that way you can see it coming and going. Now let's look at the little chassis here. So starting at the front, you know, has decent feeling tires on it. You got actually little tiny threaded shocks on it, so that's good. That'll be good for adjustment. Now I know it has it's based off the Mini T, so it's a similar chassis to the Mini T, although it is a longer wheelbase. And as we can see, if we flip it over, you can tell it's a little bit longer right here, and you actually have the ability to adjust for different wheelbases. So it'll help with tuning, body, whatever bodies you want to run on it, you can adjust it a little bit shorter. Now, it also has, is also mid-motor, so that will help a little bit with balancing. So that way, I'm not sure how fast it goes yet, but if it hooks up and does any performance level like a bigger car, the mid-motor will make it a little easier to balance, I think. So, comes with a little 2S50C battery. All right, so rear end wise, same thing. You got little tiny threaded shocks right there. You got the Mickey Thompson licensed drag tires on the back, which like in the big car was actually a pretty decent tire. You got your adjustable wheelie bar, which will help so you can get her tuned up. And other than that, she looks like a small version of the 10th scale. So, all right, so there was an up close and personal look at the chassis. So, like I said, this really does, I mean, on top of it, it really does look really fantastic in person. But yeah, as you can see, compared to like the 10th scale, you can kind of see the little bit of an actual size difference. So this is a totally stock 22S with a Nova body on it, and you can kind of tell it's a bit different, but this really looks like it'll be a really good fun size. All right, so now that you saw the comparison, kind of few other actual technical specs. So like we said, it's a Mini T base. We touched on the chassis. It has a 6,000 kV little firmer motor in it. So I'm really kind of curious to see how that performs. It's, in my personal opinion, right off the bat, I think it's going to be a really strong introduction into drag racing. It comes in at a price point of $229. So not a bad avenue to actually get into it, especially if you got a little bit of space to run it. You just want to make sure you blow it off, sweep it, and at least it's pretty flat, because these cars do like to bounce around a little bit. So, and lastly, what I almost forgot, here's your little remote, little SLT3 remote, SLT2, sorry. So I think the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to tune this thing up a little bit, break in the tires and start sending it down some strips and see what happens. So we'll catch you shortly.